Hello, Trinity. Good morning. It is almost that time. Yes, it is that time where we have 1 week, 7 whole days of a time of prayer and fasting underneath the theme Seek. That's right. We are seeking God during this time of prayer and fasting. Fasting, you may be wondering, what is this fasting all about? Well, fasting is an opportunity for believers to practice the fruit of self discipline. And one of the ways in which we can practice this fruit of the Spirit is by abstaining from personal pleasure and fixing our entire attention on God. And although many people may choose to abstain from food during this time of prayer and fasting, and some of you may have that option, all right? You're not going to have any food whatsoever. For many others, that's not an option. And so I want you to know that abstaining from food is not the only choice that you have. In fact, believers can choose to abstain from anything, absolutely anything, that can potentially serve as a distraction as we pursue seeking God. All right? So whatever is a distraction to you, you can fast from that. Here's a good question. How then do we fast? Well, before embarking on this time of prayer and fasting, it is important that we are prepared mentally, that we are prepared physically, and also spiritually. All right, so begin talking to God about this time of prayer and fasting and seek how He would have you fast and what do you need to do. All right, keep in mind that this time of fasting is not a form of dieting. All right, and so if you are a senior or if you have health challenges on board, it is important that you consult your primary care physician before you make any change whatsoever in your diet. Do not do it without letting your doctor know that you are about to have a time of prayer and fasting. All right. Another thing that we suggest is that you prepare some of your meals in advance. And preparing your meals in advance allows you that time to maximize the focus of time and energy upon the prayer and fasting. All right. Remember, the objective of fasting is not only to eliminate things from our daily routine, but while we are eliminating, we are also replacing, and what we replace with is prayer. So, for example, if you usually eat breakfast at a certain time of the day, spend that time in prayer instead. If you normally watch television when you get home from work or when you get home from school, consider replacing that activity with reading the Word of God or meditating on the Word of God or just sitting in the presence of God. And as you fast, it is important that you be consistent, all right? But we are human beings and there are times when we fall short. And so if you have found that you have accidentally broken your fast, you ate a meal, you skipped a day, don't beat yourself up. Do not give up. Don't quit on the fast. Rather, get right back to your fasting goals and objective and seek God. Remember this. The objective of our time of prayer and fasting is not to be perfect. We are not trying to be perfect, but our objective is to be transformed as we seek God's will and God's way. And so, as much as you can, pay attention to information that is coming out on our webpage and also information that will be posted on our social media platforms, for example, Facebook and Instagram. All right. As we get ready to go into this time of prayer and fasting this coming Sunday in seeking God, here's my prayer for you and for me as well, that we get well. God bless you, Trinity.